Well, here we are at day 50 at Rona, and there's the t-shirt count. I've used my Wallaby jersey as the separator, and there's the 50 shirts I've used so far, and they're the remaining ones to go. Looks like about 30 there. So getting close to the end of the t-shirt range, and that could be finally the end of Rona. But I guarantee Rona, this whole virus thing will be over and we'll be back to work by those 30 t-shirts. That's my plan. Not looking good, but we'll give it a whirl. Everyone, here we are, day 50 for Rona. Haven't been doing it every day. I've just basically ran out of juice when I was in isolation. A bit hard to film things, getting a little bit boring there. And anyway, back out doing things, which is good, and so a little bit more to put in the videos. It'll be every couple of days. Look, today's one, being a 50, it's a special. It's basically all about passionate people with their cars. So we've got a mob in Brisbane called the Brizzy Car Nuts, a bunch of pilots who love cars, and we all met up, and we're all going to go up to Victoria Point and meet up there for a chat, do our 1.5 distancing, and just talk cars. So if you're not a car head, you may as well sign off now. You won't enjoy this, but if you are, stay tuned and check out all the gang in the club and the cars and the passions that we have. Some great stories, great people, great vehicles, and a lot of real passionate people with their cool cars. So check it out. Everyone, it's Rona 50. That's it, the big 50, half a century, bit of a celebration. So all the lads here at Qantas got together. We have a big drive-in, and all the guys in the Brizzy Car Nuts group, there they all over there, telling stories like fish stories. We've got together and having a great, perfect weather, beautiful day here. Don't need a weather report today. It's just lovely, sunny, a bit of nip in the air. And we're just going to go through the cars and the lads. They're all passionate people. I love passionate people. They've got passionate things and their love for cars. So we're going to interview them, look at their cars, and give you a bit of a rundown. Cheers. Here we have Russell. Give it now, Russ. Tell us all about your car.
Mate, it's a 1973 or 72 Charger, VH Charger. It's done up to be a bit of a tribute for an RT.
Nice.
It's got a.
And what was the RT tribute, mate? What was that?
It's a race and track pack.
Yep.
And it's had a 265 Hemi in it, and it was renowned for going around Bathurst pretty well, but never won Bathurst, but it was always pretty competitive.
Okay, now, the old thing, if you own a classic Charger, there's one thing you've got to be able to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. You got the Charger salute. Very nice. So, mate, what condition's the motor in?
It's all original stock. It's just got a Holly on it and a set of extractors, and other than that, it's all as standard. So I've had the car for about 3 or 4 years and haven't done anything besides standard maintenance on it.
There's enough room, mate, to put your overnight bag in
not
there
bad,
with
is
the
it?
motor. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Doubles as a boot.
Doubles as a boot. I like that. And it's original interior?
All original interior. Yeah, it hasn't been touched, so she's pretty worn, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
She's got cracks. It's got the smell of an old car.
Oh, I love that. I love that vinyl smell.
It's nice.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, look at the gauges. Mate, very nice. And we've got to get a look at the back lights from here. There's the Hemi 6-pack. Check that sticker out. And look at those back heads. When I was a kid, mate, I used to love the back look of the Charger.
Yeah, the old ducktail at the back, the old lip.
Yeah, really nice. Well, thanks, mate. That's a great display there. One of our wonderful Brisbane FOs, mate of mine, flown right. Tell us all about it, Carl.
It's been a bit of a labour of love, this. You probably may have seen this from one of Jeff's earlier videos, but 9 years in the making from when I got it to what you see here. Only got my mitts on it about 6 or 8 weeks ago.
And what is it?
And it used to belong to one of our other colleagues before I took it over, and took it back to bare metal, nuts and bolts, and ended up with what you see here.
Okay.
So,
and what do we have, mate?
Got
What
a
is
1969 GTV
there is
1750 Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Beautiful. Giulia.
Yeah.
4-cylinder?
4-cylinder twin cam,
Look at the
5
business end
speed
here.
manual, 4-wheel disc brakes, very advanced for its time.
So overhead cam,
Yeah, twin overhead cam, 2 dual throat Weber 40s.
Look at those little fuzzy. What are they on there for? Carl?
There's
What's
some
it?
big ram pipes under there, which
Right.
I tend to keep covered while I'm driving around.
Keeps all the dust out, yeah?
I didn't bring a spare set of cable ties, so I'm not going to take those ones off today, unfortunately.
And I see you got a water bag here, mate. What's
Water
that?
bag here, that's the wiper fluid.
Oh, cool. Just
Originally, these came with just a bag and a foot pump, but
Mm-hmm.
I've managed to source one that's the original style bag, but with an electric pump. And I've just repurposed one of the switches on the dash for that.
and I love the double headlight. Now, what models didn't have the double headlights?
Oh, you're testing me now.
Was it the 2000? Did the 2000 not have the double headlights?
No, I think most of them had double headlights.
Okay.
Some had just a single. The earlier ones, the 1300, and the
1300.
GTAs definitely would have
Okay.
only had one, but they were saving lightweight. But most of the road car versions had dual.
Yeah, you got to have the. Yeah, I love the look of those dual headlights. Now, this is original spec.
Original spec interior. Everything
Oh,
you
look
see
at
here
that.
is exactly how it would have been when it came out of the
It's
factory.
like Ferrari
I don't
seats,
think I'd
mate.
fit in that back seat.
That big unit there. No, there's not many cars just like will fit.
the
into
man
it.
mount, the man mountain
The man
speaks.
mountain. So let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, so we got a wood veneer.
Wood veneer on the dash panels and a real wood on the timber on the steering wheel. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the one I did this. Yeah, that's one
Yeah,
Ross Taylor worked
That's the one
on.
Ross Taylor
Exactly.
fixed up for us.
I love those, the rounded scoops over the top of the dial.
Yeah,
So
and
Italian
both
is
of
that,
those
didn't
both of those gauges are really angled in
I can see
towards
that.
the driver.
Yeah,
so when
that's
you
right
sit
there.
they're both right
they?
effectively
That's so
right in
super.
front
And look
of
at the way these side ones are tilted towards it. It's all
Yeah.
about the driver.
That's
Forget
right.
the passenger.
you. Yep.
Yep, I'll give you one handle strap here, and that's all you get, mate. Very nice, Carl. Driving well?
Yeah, it's really nice. The only thing we didn't touch during the restoration was the actual engine itself. We knew that was running before we did it, so we've left it, and so far proving to have been a wise decision. And if something does come down the track, then it's an easy engine to get out, so we'll go in knowing what we need to deal with.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Beautiful. What is this, Andrew?
It's an E46 M3. It's a 2005 model SMG. So it's got a manual clutch
Yep.
with a hydraulic pump that operates the clutch. So think of driving along the road with your missus next to you,
Yeah.
and when you want to change gear, she leans her foot over and pushes the clutch. There
Okay.
you go.
Oh, cool. Now, we've raced this together, haven't we, mate? We've actually had this on the track,
Little Lotus.
and we had the Lotus, and he was giving me a lot of curry in it. This is a very hot, looks like a normal type of car, but actually,
You were right on my tail all the way around.
till we got to the straights, and that's when he opened with these double pipes at the back, and that's all I saw for most of the time was the back end of Samet's car. It's a really hot machine. He loves it, drives it well. He's a good driver too. He's got a very serious simulator at home that we're looking at having a day together playing race cars. But this has got all the luxury of the typical German fine mobile, all leather seats, really nice dash, ergonomically beautiful, and a great sheep in, what is it? Sheep in wolf's clothing, I think we call this one. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's go with that one. Top bloke, best bass player around. And
Greetings.
Greetings. And Phil, what do we got here? This is your baby?
This is one of my babies.
That's true. Yes, he's a bit of an enthusiast, young Phil.
Yeah, love the cars, just like Jeff. So this is a white California Ferrari 2011.
Walk around with me. Okay, 2011. How long have you had it?
About 2 years.
Okay.
Beautiful car that never gets driven.
Oh, well, it gets loved and looked after, though, I suppose.
It does. Needs a bit more love at the moment.
So this is a bit different than normal Ferraris, Phil, in the sense they've got an engine in the front rather than the back.
Although you can see it's a long way back to the front,
Okay, yeah.
which is all about making it handle better.
Great Italian engineering in that. Oh, a bit hard to change the battery.
Yeah, well, I just put a new battery in it.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Very tricky operation.
So now this is a convertible,
Yep.
but it's also got a hard top. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, and that comes out of here.
Hard top comes out of the boot.
Oh, right, okay. Comes out, folds all over, and
Yep.
what a great car. It's beautiful.
Yeah, great design, like very clever design.
Yeah, yeah. And one very cool Italian style in the brown leather, but check out that yellow taco. Now that is the colour you need to have.
That's all optional extras.
Absolute, yes, she's a beauty. I
A
like
yellow thing, it's another $2,000 or whatever.
just for the yellow. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's your. Yeah, got it.
You still got
There's
the boot
the boot.
space there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what a great. even that's just an engineering marvel in itself, just how that all works.
Yeah, very clever.
Good on you. Thanks. And he's got his. What do we got, Brett? Oh, no, there is some serious American.
302 Windsor.
What do we got?
You better listen to it. 302 Windsor.
302 Windsor.
Yeah.
V8.
Give it some sound from here and then from the exhaust.
All right, mate. How many litres?
5 litres.
5 litres. Oh, yeah, there we go. Back end. All right. Well, enough said on that car. We know all about it.
It needs a run.
Does anyone know the fuel, the servo is? We ran out of fuel already. It's classic 1970s interior. Lots of chrome. The prancing pony there.
The tune, I think.
The tune. Yeah, there we go. Great looking car. How are we?
G'day Jeff, how you going?
Good, mate. So what do we got? This is your baby?
Yeah, this is my car. It's a 1988 325 IS, and it's actually the model below the M3 in the same shade at the time. Nowadays it's very rare. Because the E30 M3 was rare, this is the model below it, and the value of these cars has been going up. In Australia, I think they only bought about 200 into the country. Yeah, a lot of those aren't around anymore. When they became cheaper, young guys got them and either modified them heavily or crashed them. And so, how many are around at the moment? I'm not really sure.
Sure. Okay.
But with the sport model, what you got was 15-inch basket weave tyres.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like those rims. They're good, aren't they?
They're great, yeah. You've got a subtle body kit, so you've got a front spoiler, you've got these side skirts which square it off a bit.
Just enough without it making, doesn't look bogany, it just looks faster, it just looks better, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, I really like the look.
And that and the spoiler at the back, that was standard too? That came with that?
That's part of the sport kit.
The sport kit, yeah.
Yeah. I kept it pretty much original. I have changed the muffler. I've got an Italian Super Sprint muffler on it.
Yep.
Which is not very loud, but it's just slightly louder than stock, and more increases in volume when the revs increase. So, so you don't annoy your neighbours or anything like that.
Sure. And what are the letters? I mean, what do we here? 325 IS, and explain those. Is that 3.25 litres, or?
3 stands for 3 Series BMW.
Yep.
2.5 is the size of the engine, so it's a 2.5 litre straight 6 engine.
Okay.
The I stands for fuel injection, and the S stands for sport.
Okay, nice. And the interior's all in good nick?
Insides, part of the sport options were BMW Recaro seats.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been stood down from work. I just got the passenger side done in the same material. It looks a bit cleaner than the drivers because the material's 20 years newer.
Yeah, sure.
Also inside you've got a close ratio 5-speed gearbox.
Yep.
And you've got the one-piece leather gear shifter gate.
Nice. Planning on keeping it, Clint, for a while?
Yeah, I've owned the car for 21 years, so longer than I've been in Qantas.
Oh, fantastic.
It's an 88 model, so it's 32 years old now. It's on Classic Car Red Joe, so it doesn't cost me a lot these days to keep it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm taking advantage of days like this, where you're only allowed to drive it on club events, cruises, show and shines and things like that.
Okay. Thanks, Clint. That's great, mate.
Okay, Jeff, it's my turn to ask you a few things about your car. What have you got here?
Fair enough. Well, this is the Austin Healey 100, 1954. I was born in 64, so it's 10 years older than me. It's the early series, the 4-cylinder, called the 100 because it was claimed and it had to do 100 miles an hour, and the Bonneville straight flats got up to 132, and it was the fastest production car in its day when it first came out. So in its day it was pretty quick. And even now it's surprisingly quick as well.
It's a nice paint scheme you got on the car. Is that an original colour?
It is, mate. They call that Healy blue, and it's a slight metallic, soft blue with the whitish cream sides on it, and that is a standard Healy colour, and it's certainly my favourite colour of the Healy range. And with the white two-tone, yeah, I think it's the prettiest colour scheme of the lot.
Yeah, I really like those metallic blues.
They go well with the silver. When you've got any chrome and black rubber and blue, those combos I think go really well. Mr. Tapp there doing a leg check. I think he's going to.
Looks alright, doesn't it?
I think it fits you perfectly, mate. I can see down the yacht club in that.
Not sure about these.
That's because my hands are cold, mate. They're not driving gloves. They keep my hand cold gloves. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a bit soft.
The fresh air.
So with the windscreen, it looks very aerodynamic there. Is that in its normal position? Or
No,
can you
so
put
what
it
it
up?
does is they designed this so that the car could get to the 100-mile-an-hour spec, and Donald Healy made sure that they had a sloped windscreen. A lot of the early race cars had single windscreens, so he put that in there to get it to the 100. And all you do is you undo these side bits and put these lugs in here, and then it's a stand-up window. And being the stand-up, you can then attach the roof, which is all tucked in behind here, and you get a bit more protection from the wind as well. It looks much better in the down position, and it is fun to drive. It's like riding a motorbike, just get bugs in your teeth.
Is this all original?
It is, mate. Yeah, it's all original. Some came, now this one's got the leather dash, so some were just a painted metal with a two-tone paint around this raised edge.
Yep.
This one they actually had, and they could get them spec. Pretty back in those days, you'd contact a dealer and you'd just tell him what you wanted. You'd say, I want this, I want that, and he would arrange for a lot of that stuff to get done, so it could be done for you. But some of them did have the leather dash, so this was done in that.
Nice. That leather smell. It's just,
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
it's pretty good.
And here's the engine. What size engine is it?
So it's a 2.7 litre four-cylinder, but quite a big stroke motor, you know, with 2.4. A lot of those cars were, the MGs were all about 1.5, 1.6, and the Jags were around 3.8. So Donald Healy wanted a car in between the two, so they come with a 2.4. So for the four-cylinder car, it's most probably the beefiest of all the English sports cars. Pretty basic, 2 SU carburetors feeding in the 4 inlets there. Just a starter motor, all basic stuff. A radiator and a fan. It's an aftermarket lid on. This is an aluminium top, a little bit lighter, and it's pretty charming looking, so I put that on. Normally just comes with a standard tin top on that. And on the grille here at the front, they call that the waterfall grille. It's just your typical, that shape of it, they call that too. It's a pretty, real pretty look. Couple of spotties on the front. Just got a fog light in yellow, very typical French and European. I do like the look of that. Donald Healy had that on one of his. I like the look of it side. Come down from where you live, Jace?
I'm at Chandler.
Okay,
Brisbane,
so
yeah.
not too far away.
No, not far away.
Now this is your baby. Tell us all about it. What do we got?
2014 Audi RS5.
Okay.
The V8's what I liked about it.
It's a V8?
Yeah, V8. Yeah,
And
mate.
mate, you've
Yeah,
got
all
some
good.
serious braking action going on here.
Yeah, it tells a bit of a lie, really. It says ceramic, but they're not ceramic brakes.
Right.
Otherwise, that would cost a lot of money.
Okay.
They're about a 14 grand bloody
Change it.
yeah, but the guy did all this. You can buy that caliper just so it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it looks
But
good.
it's got a suspension kit on it. That's why it looks a bit lowered and
Yep, I can see that.
all that sort of stuff.
So it's a Series 5, but it's a 2-door, is that right?
Yes, so it's an A5 shape,
Yep.
and this is the RS5, so that's their top line. So you can start the A5 and you just move up to an S5.
Okay.
And why I wanted this was the V8. So this the last of the V8s. Now they make a 6,
Oh, this is a V8.
twin turbo 6. So this is the V8.
Oh, really? Wow. A V8 and a 2-door, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she bloody goes.
Now, how does this work, man? I've noticed the real black, I love the look, but what have you actually done to give it the black look?
That's
And
just wrapped. So it's got a tint, shall we say?
and the light can still shine through it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fairly legal, probably. No, it's a wrap there. This car
Yep.
was wrapped initially.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all black. And that's,
Right. You left
That's
that
still
on.
that, yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
So yeah, initially, and then they unwrapped it. The wheels have been painted black, so that's
Mm-hmm.
you get the look out of it there.
Oh, it's a great look with the black and white.
Yeah, it
Now, what
does.
about this here? Is this a spoiler out the back, mate?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, she's.
Really?
You hit 120, it pops up, or you.
Fantastic.
I think you can.
Oh, no one did.
Got to do something in there.
Coming up,
Yeah, it has, mate. Look at that. Okay.
Just its speed, you can obviously manually do it, but it's
Yeah,
120 she comes up and
Yeah.
at 80 it goes down. So.
And that just gives you your downforce.
Yeah.
Have a look at that. It's all right, mate.
I still liked the Mustang though. That was better. I like that noise.
I don't know, mate. There's something about these modern cars. They have that bark to them. You know, they get that really lovely bark and snap crackle that does sound pretty aggressive.
does,
You know, I think that's a pretty good. Yeah. So it's an auto, but you've got the manual up and down. You can still tweak it both ways.
You got options, manual, paddle shift.
Paddles
that
and
you can
steering
use the
wheel.
stick. It's got all that electronic shit on it. You can change the ride feel, so sport mode or city mode or something like that.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Thanks. Good, yeah, good to have you back from far away. Now, while you were away, your baby, and here she is, the red baby, was in quarantine.
It was in quarantine,
Right.
3.5 years.
And it came out all right? No, just changed the oils and she was good to go.
I left it in Dad's capable hands and he did a good job of it, so
Excellent.
quite impressed. So, yeah.
Okay, let's tell me all about it. What do we got here?
We have a 1997 F355 Mazda.
1977.
1997
97. Okay, no, I'm up to speed. Yep.
F355 GTS 3.5 litre V8, 380 horsepower. Got a new bypass valve, so it's going to sound really loud when I.
Cool.
It's legal.
I heard it when it came in.
Yes.
It sounded a bit louder than normal.
So yes, so the only thing I'm missing at the moment is an air conditioner. So
Right. And now it's good, but you can take some of the roof off for that. Is that
yes,
correct?
yep.
So this is what we call a target top, right?
Top, yep. So you can pop the roof off.
So this bit here pops off, and that fits no doubt in the boot, or fits in somewhere.
No,
No.
you have to leave it at home.
Okay,
So you
all
make
right.
sure you go for a drive.
That's okay. Now, is there any rag you can put on it if rain? If it's off, it's off.
Yes, yeah.
There is a bit of
cover
a
in the front
just in
of it,
case. Okay.
Better off.
I love the scoops on this 355.
scoops,
It's
yep.
a great set of scoops. So. And not too much, not Testarossa crazy, just the right amount. And the ducktail, I love ducktails, and that little ducktail on the back. All cars with ducktails, I reckon, look really good. And nothing better than a double rounded, very much like Lotus lights, actually.
Yes, they
I
are.
wonder, did Ferrari steal that from Lotus, or Lotus style? I think Lotus might have stole that from Ferrari. I love round headlights, tail lights, and that is a very good look. You know you're behind a Ferrari when you see those double reds. Now, what's the number stand for, mate? Explain that to me. F for Ferrari?
It's 3.5 litre, so 3.5,
Yep.
and then the 5 is 5 valves per cylinder. So
Oh, what? So what? 2 inlets and three exhausts?
3 exhausts.
3 exhausts and 2 inlets. Okay. And GTS stands for?
The Targa, so there's a Berlinetta, which is the hard top, GTS the Targa, and then there's a Spider, which is the full.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool. Look at that. And all the engine is in the back. And there's the quintessence. Yes, mate, we'll have a look. And there's that lovely prancing horse. A little bit more majestic than the pony. But someone's trying to steal his car. Okay, and here we have V8. We'll call this mid-mounted.
rear mounted.
It's-
mid-rear.
I think front of the axle is mid, and behind the axle, like a Porsche, is rear. Big inlets. Now, are these turbos?
No,
No.
just
Just
normally
normally
aspirated.
aspirated.
Massive air intake, so.
Fantastic. A beautiful car. And I love the colour combo of the interior, mate. What do we call this colour? It wouldn't be chestnut, that's more English. This would be more like cinnamon brown, or
I don't know, just beige.
there'd be some Italian, or wouldn't they? Wouldn't call it beige.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a.
That's far too Richie Benno. I love those gear knobs, mate. So, what have we got? Six
Yeah,
speed.
6-speed manual.
Wow.
Redline, 8,500 RPM. Top speed 320. 0 to 100 in 5 seconds.
Oh, 5. Wow. Mate, that's a very impressive mobile. Thank you, Worthy.
No problem at all.
And here we have it too. Now, do you know what the SF stands for?
Scuderia Ferrari, which means Ferrari Stable, which is the racing arm of Ferrari. So.
Excellent. Have you seen the Ford vs Ferrari
Not yet,
show?
no. I'll have
Mate,
to.
I watched it on Netflix the other night, and it's all about Scuderia Ferrari. So check it out. A great show, and a tribute to a magnificent car. Thanks, Bertie, for bringing it out and sharing it with us. Fine captain from Brisbane. Great to have him here on a day. How's Corona been treating you?
Good, mate. Haven't had corona as far as I'm aware. Although I was sick, so maybe I did.
Okay. Now, what do we got here? Tell us what your
It's
baby
a bit embarrassing to show my car after good cars.
is. I wouldn't say that. These are a classic.
Just
Quintessential sports.
look over at Wertho.
Yeah.
I think Jeff touched his car. Jeff touched his car with his finger.
Yeah. He's got it at the chamois.
James has to.
That's right.
I'm just teasing you.
One bird.
I would too if I had that car.
Okay, mate. So now there's a number of series. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Check this out.
So this is.
And Worthy can't do this, mate.
No, he can't. I won't let you know.
So this is all automatic, everyone. And this is what my car can't do either.
Yeah, I have to
Wow.
say it's very nice not having to.
Look at that. In, down, locked.
And then there's a little wind blocker.
Yeah.
Probably does nothing, but
Oh no. Just stops the buzz and the hum.
yeah,
Mate, that is
that's
fantastic.
about it. I'll get out so you can get
You're
in.
right. So what do you got?
Yeah, so it's an
Yep.
NC Series 3, if that's what you were asking.
Yeah,
for.
so it's just so that how many? There's
They're up to the 4th at the moment.
So
The current one's the 4th.
4
This
series
is
of MX-5.
9 years old. Like the model itself is more than that, but this particular one's 9 years old.
Is it 1.5 cc?
2 litre.
2 litre. Oh, they've
Still
upped it.
gutless, but it's
no,
2
no,
litre.
but they went
Yeah.
from the 1.5s of the early 1.6, I think.
Yeah, 1.6 the first ones.
Yeah.
And then actually the current one comes in a 1.5 or a 2, I think.
Yeah, and the 1.5's quick because it's lighter.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
it
Yeah.
is a
Anyway,
smaller
this is a
one.
2 litre.
Yeah,
So it's actually the same platform and chassis, apparently,
Yeah.
as the RX-8. So, you know, Jeff's
yeah.
got the V8 in his.
Yeah.
It's the same.
The same shit.
Yeah,
can
so
fit
you can
on
get
that,
the same
yeah.
cradle and put a V8 in it.
Yeah. Now, we've had a race with Sean. We all went to a track day years ago, and Sean had his there, and he was very competitive. He's a good driver, and he certainly pushed this little girl to its limits and embarrassed us on most of the corners. A great car.
I think Carl embarrassed most people.
Yeah, you're right, mate.
Carl with his car.
Carl, and that was what a Renault, like, bread van. It's a
Yeah,
horrible
a little
square
Renault
boxy
hatch.
thing.
Renault Clio? Carl?
Yeah.
Renault Clio, is that your other car?
Yeah, Clio Sport.
Yeah, that was on the beat us all at the track day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He rode around in a delivery truck and beat the lot of us
With a baby seat in the back.
with a baby seat in the back to really rub it
It
in.
was a carbon fibre baby seat, but it was a baby seat.
So, mate, this is all steel? Is it steel or
Aluminium.
is it?
Aluminium. Some panels are aluminium. I think the bonnet's aluminium.
Yep,
And I think boot lid in the doors. I think.
yep.
Don't quote me on this.
No.
Aluminium. But obviously the basic car's steel.
Yeah.
And the roof is steel too.
Yeah.
Steel. I don't know why it's steel. I think it's
Yeah.
steel and something else. But
Sure.
you can't quite stick a magnetic aerial to it, but you can feel there's some sort. I think it's got a
Okay.
steel frame with some sort of
Yeah, alloy composite.
alloy or composite on top. I probably should know that.
Yeah, no, very nice, mate. No, great car.
Thanks, mate.
There it is. MX-5 Series 3. Love it. Everyone, here we are, day 50 for Rona. Haven't been doing it every day. I've just basically ran out of juice when I was in isolation. Bit hard to film things, getting a little bit boring there. And anyway, back out doing things, which is good. And so a little bit more to put in the videos. They'll be every couple of days. Look, today's one, being a 50, it's a special. It's basically all about passionate people with their cars. So we've got a mob in Brisbane called the Brizzy Car Nuts, a bunch of pilots who love cars, and we all met up, and we're all going to go up to Victoria Point and meet up there for a chat, do our 1.5 distancing, and just talk cars. So if you're not a car head, you may as well sign off now. You won't enjoy this, but if you are, stay tuned and check out all the gang in the club and the cars and the passions that we have. Some great stories. Great people, great vehicles, and a lot of real passionate people with their cool cars. So check it out.